All right, flooring retailers, we are back with another Wednesday webinar, but this one's a little special. It is PTI edition, part of the interruption. We are leaning in and letting you know the 10 reasons why you cannot afford to miss FloorCon. I am here with the one and only Todd Saunders out of Westfield, New Jersey. Todd, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you feeling, Jeff?
I am jacked up, fired up, and ready to go. And then we have John Weller in a new location. John hanging out in upstate New York. John, what's going on?
It's nice, man. I'm ready to go. It's a little chilly up here. Got some coffee going. Got a fire going downstairs. Let's go.
All right. Coffeeed up, fired up, ready to battle. So it's going to be Todd versus Weller. I'm letting you know why you have to attend FloorCon. We're going to introduce a topic. Each of them is going to have 30 seconds to give their response or their take, and then they're going to battle it out. I'm only here to referee. So without further ado, boom, 10 reasons why you cannot afford to miss FloorCon as a flooring retailer. So first topic up, partnership show. How FloorCon is a little bit different. John, it's to you.
I think to me, what makes FloorCon very different is that it's a partnership show. Partners come to this show with a very different frame of mind. You know, if you go to every other trade show, everybody's rubbing carpet and looking at the thickness of the wood and talking about the wear layers. You won't see a lot of that at FloorCon. Partners come here with a very different frame of mind. They're here trying to figure out how to partner with you. And one of the things that, you know, is really special is they're leaning into technology at this convention and thinking about how can we position ourselves and bring something more to the table for the retailers than just our products. And that's what this show is all about, partnership and trying to help win together.
All right, Todd, agree or disagree?
Agreed. I think John took me to my first trade show ever. It was at NWFA. And this will be, if you compare this show to the NWFA, one is a rock concert, FloorCon. The NWFA is a really nice place to be. Just two different things. But yes, like John said, you won't see carpet rubbing or hopefully talking about wear layers and all these, you know, little tiny details of products. These things are important. But what we want to talk about at this show is the customer experience and how manufacturers are partnering with you to bring customers in your door and improve the experience between you and your consumer. So I'm really excited by it. I know we're curating the people actually coming to the show. I think, you know, something that we don't talk about a lot, but the economics of the show, I think are really interesting for us because we aren't a trade show company. We don't have to try to maximize profit on the trade show and just invite every single person possible like you see at other shows. We can really just curate it to the people we think are really adding value to the retailers, specifically under a technology lens. So I think the economic side of it and our incentive to bring, you know, first-class retailers and first-class suppliers together makes it so you have a more interesting dynamic of manufacturers and retailers that come.
All right, lose the carpet rubbing, bring out the partnerships and the economics. Got it. All right, crew, on to the next one. Bing, bing, bing. Tebow time. Todd, this one's to you.
So Tim Tebow, keynote speaker, probably the most prolific quarterback in college quarterback, and I would actually argue the most famous quarterback to play in the NFL, or no, the most famous quarterback in all of Florida, I'll say, over the last 20 years. Tim Tebow coming to FloorCon, more famous than Tom Brady, more famous than anyone else that's played for the Bucks or, you know, I don't even know any of the Dolphins, any of those, you know, crappy teams. But Tebow, FloorCon, most famous guy ever. Come see him. Boom.
Couple of shots at Fairweather Weller. John, your response.
Yeah, listen, I think Tom Brady's up there, but he's no longer with the Bucks, so who cares? But I would say Tebow is, I mean, listen, he holds 30 records. He's still number one in all-time touchdowns in the NCAA, rushing and passing touchdowns. So I would say, yes, he's probably the most famous quarterback and prolific of all time. I think Rex Ryan ruined him. Rex Ryan's a loser. Wish he never was coaching Tebow. I think, you know, he brings a message of resilience and fight and living to accomplish the most possible. So I think this will be really in line with where we are as an industry, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'll say one other thing about Tebow, just winners win. Like, you don't have to have the right skill set. You might have a different background, but if you just know how to win, you can just find a way to win. And you know what? That dude's a winner. The only other person I'd like to see quarterback over him is Gardner Minshew, because he's got a great mustache and he's been a great backup quarterback in Jacksonville for forever. So anyway, go Tebow.
We might have a tease for who next year's speaker might be, Mr. Minshew with the mustache. But as Todd and John said, super fired up to have Tebow at FloorCon this year. And every single attendee is going to get a signed book. And we're also giving away some opportunities to meet him one-on-one for a meet and greet. It's going to be awesome. We're also going to have some raffle gear with some UF and some NFL gear signed by Tebow, benefiting the JDRF. All right. So we went for Tebow time. Now it's time for the trade show. This is the one that everyone loves. John, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so listen, as I was stating before, this is a partnership show, and what's really cool about this trade show, we vetted these people, the manufacturers and suppliers that are coming to the show very differently. Just because you wanted to come to FloorCon to get in front of 700 retailers was not enough. So not everyone was welcome here, but one of the things that I'm really excited about is the people that are here for one reason, and that is to help these retailers and think differently. The criteria was different. It was what are you doing to help further the industry and the retailers in it? And I will tell you what's really exciting to me, and you guys know this, we have more people, manufacturers and suppliers, knocking on our door than has ever happened before. In the past, when we said, hey, would you like to come to FloorCon? Everybody's like, huh? And we would have, a couple manufacturers, some really good suppliers that we had already partnered with our website and different things. This year, it was overwhelming. And I think for the very first time, we've actually had to say no to some manufacturers and distributors because they didn't fit the criteria. So this trade show is going to be electric. And I think one of the other things that's really exciting is, as I've listened to these manufacturers, they're asking, what are other manufacturers doing for the retailers and how can we leverage technology? And that's exciting too, because there's now a understanding that the manufacturers that bring the most to the table are the ones that are going to make a difference for their retailers and in the market. And so this is going to be a very different trade show.
All right, Todd, agree, disagree? What do you think?
I don't usually agree with John, but I'll agree with him here. I do think that we should rename it from trade show, because they're not trading things. It's not like I'm giving you something, you give me something. I think we should recall this the partnership show, where we just shake hands and do things together. So honestly, I agree with John, disagree with you for calling it a trade show. So that's my take.
Maybe it's going to be the collaboration show. We'll figure this one out, but it seems like we got some work to do on the marketing side. Moving right along, it's great to meet new partners. It's great to walk around, but nothing beats networking. Todd, why is networking going to be so key to FloorCon this year?
Yeah, I mean, I live by the saying, it's who you know, not what you know. I mean, Jason Goldberg told me a great story of last FloorCon. Michel Vermette went up and talked, and Michel gave his phone number to anyone that wanted to talk to him. Jason actually texted him, didn't know Michel, knew Michel before, but they hadn't been like, super friendly. And I hope Jason's okay with me telling this story. We're going to tell it anyway. And he texted Michel. Michel put his phone number up. Jason took his shot, right? You got to take your shot while you can. They had dinner. Next thing you know, Michel Vermette's the CEO of America's Floor Store. So those are the type of things that I think networking can do. I'm super excited by this side of FloorCon. I think all the other trade shows, networking is like either secondary behind the actual trade show itself, behind gambling, or behind, booze. Here, it's networking and then booze, at least I think. But listen, it's always good to meet people, shake hands with someone that you would never talk to, that you don't see on Facebook, that you don't see every day, that isn't already in your cell phone. Be forced to have that conversation, and who knows, you could wind up making a new friend or finding a new CEO.
John?
Yeah, so I'm going to go a little different direction than Todd. When I think about networking, I mean, listen, finding a new employee is great, but you could do that anywhere. You don't necessarily need to be at a trade show. So I'm going to say, I think networking, the way I've used it myself and the way that I think people should look at it is, listen, when you're in a room full of a bunch of like-minded people who are trying to better themselves and get their company to the next level, a lot of times when you're working and you're in the day-to-day, you're not thinking outside the box. When you're networking with people that are larger than you or people that have accelerated their business past where you are, you can learn in a very, very short period of time what they did and not make the same mistakes that they made, because they're giving you that path forward in the networking event. So for me, it's a way to accelerate your business in a very short period of time that you don't ever get. When are you going to be in a room with a bunch of retailers who are larger than you, that are maybe growing their business faster than you are, and be able to bounce around that room and ask them how they did it? So to me, it's a way to accelerate your business in a very short period of time.
All right. Well, two great takes there. I like both of them. And yes, we will have dedicated time and activities and tracks for networking this year. It's not just an afterthought, it's a focus. So, talking about new focus, new ideas, new initiatives, FloorCon U. Tell me about it, John.
So I think FloorCon U is really, really important, and it's gaining momentum. And the reason it's gaining momentum is the consumer is changing, right? Like everything that we do is trying to basically make the consumer experience better, but also make companies more efficient, so that they can provide the best user experience. And I think FloorCon U this year, we're at a pivotal point in the industry. In the past, getting in front of consumers, being visible online was it. Today, you have to do more than that. You have to provide an exceptional user experience. And what we're doing at FloorCon University now is really leaning into the tools and the processes that you need to have in place to provide that user experience. And you're not going to get that anywhere else but at FloorCon and FloorCon University.
Hands-on training like you've never seen before in education. Todd, what's your take?
So the most famous quarterback to play for FloorCon University is John Weller himself. For those of you that didn't know, John is a famous athlete that went to East Carolina Pirates,
Todd.
East Carolina Pirates, also known as FloorCon University. But when I thought about FloorCon University, I thought about what I learned at college or university, as the Brits call it. And the truth is, all I learned at college was to meet other people, become a more mature, real human being, and socially acceptable, and to be able to drink successfully around people without looking like an idiot by being able to casually have beers, because you build up the tolerance, right, over the few years. So when I think about FloorCon University, it's kind of the same thing. It's meet new people, learn new things, and mature in your profession, and learn to maturely drink alcohol while still meeting people and talking to people. And freshman year, you don't really know how to do that. Sophomore year, by the time you're a senior, you can hold a beer and not get, totally wasted. Kind of like FloorCon University. You can learn those three things here. No different than what I learned at my university. But the difference is the College of William Mary, unfortunately, costs $50,000 a year. And FloorCon is, Jeff, how much a year? A ticket?
Until it goes up, it is $549. Quite a discount.
A little bit different than $50,000 a year, but equal, if not greater value, I would say. So
I'm going to go with greater on that front. You're saying this is year 3. This is our junior year, so get ready for the big times. But yes, big takeaways. We've completely retooled the programming and breakout sessions for this year, curated, and the retailers spoke, and we listened. You'll get to attend every single session. It's going to be tracking, not a la carte. We can't wait for you to see everything that we have in store for you. Talking about in-store and training and education, dedicated training and technology with suppliers and manufacturers. We know you guys love your products, but Todd, tell them why they should be fired up about this.
Hey, Todd, you're muted.
We got a technical difficulty on Todd's side. Todd.
There we go. Muted there. I think you muted me because you don't want to hear me talk anymore. But RSAs come into the showroom frequently, and it's a very rushed, let me go in, see who's there, quickly have the conversation. The dedicated training with suppliers, I think is, can you guys hear my dog barking? He does not like dedicated suppliers.
What happens.
He does not like dedicated suppliers, but I do. So anyway, the hands-on training with suppliers, I think, is going to be really, really great because it's really one-on-one and hands-on. But to me, obviously, I'm more excited about the training side. We do a lot over Zoom. We're a remote company. We're all over the country. I wish we could spend more time in person, really computers up, showing you things, pointing to things on the screen, touching the keyboard together. So I'm excited to finally share the same keyboard, share the same mouse, share the same screen, and do some hands-on training with retailers. That way we can see what they're seeing, and we can build technology success together.
All right, J-Dubs, it's to you.
Yeah, so I think one of the things that's unique about this, listen, you can go to a little training session at Surfaces or any of these trade shows, right? But one of the things that's very unique that's going to happen at FloorCon, there are suppliers involved in a lot of these trainings. Why is that? Because listen, if we taught you all these things, and if we only talked about technology from the standpoint of the retailer's tools and did not include manufacturers and their products, we're only really optimizing half of the equation. So what's really interesting about the training and everything that we're doing here is that manufacturers and suppliers are involved. So we're showing you how to work with your suppliers and your manufacturers to optimize with them to provide the better user experience and also make you more efficient. So extremely different. We're telling you how to optimize your own business in conjunction with the manufacturers and suppliers that you work with.
And to John's point, this is 11 unique training sessions that you'll have the opportunity to attend with some of the biggest and best manufacturers and distributors in the world, seeing new products, new trends, hands-on with what is coming down the pipeline. We know how important this is. It's not just about tech. It's not just about product. It's how we're bringing the two together. So really excited for that one. But to do that, right, why are you doing this? Why are you going to FloorCon University? Why are you going to be doing these supplier training sessions and technology training sessions? It's to work on your business, not in your business. John, tell us why.
Yeah, so listen, I will tell you this. When we started FloorForce 15 years ago, and we would talk to retailers about improving your business, what I heard over and over again is that's what I have you for. I don't need to learn. I don't have time to learn about any of these things. I need you guys to do this for me. But reality is you do need to understand how to optimize your business. And what's amazing now with FloorCon, small business owners don't take the time. This is the time that you have away from your business to separate yourselves from the day-to-day and everybody coming in and asking you questions and taking care of the homeowners, to actually learn and give that dedicated time to learn about new process, new technology, and how you can grow your business. Because yes, you do need to understand it. You can't rely on the high school kid that you hired as a part-time employee or somebody at Broadloom to do that for you. You need to learn about the key fundamentals of running your business and technology. And this is what this is all about.
All right. That's how we get better. Todd, what's your take?
Yeah, I thought about this as we talked about, what times I get to work on my business and not in my business. And the truth is, even at Broadloom, I struggle of working on the business, not in the business. I mean, you guys see me, I'm on Facebook like half the day. That's not really working on the business, that's working in the business. But I was thinking about what are the times that I get to get away and really work on the business and total laser focus. And there are 2 times I get to do that. One time is when I'm flying. I really every time I'm flying on an airplane, I don't know how you guys, but every time I'm in an airport or flying, I feel like I've removed myself from the world. And although I have Wi-Fi and it's totally the same, it feels like I get the most work done. I get to work on my business and just really, really focus on it. And then the second time is at FloorCon, because our whole team is together. It feels like the world doesn't exist out there. It feels like you're in this alternate universe where you could just think about your business. And so I thought about how are they similar? And they both just, FloorCon and on an airplane, puts you in a world where nothing outside matters. And all that matters is what's behind either the airplane door or the closed door in Amelia Island. So I don't know. I don't know if that answers your question, but airplanes and FloorCon, what do they have in common? They let you work on your business.
I was just going to say, hop on an airplane, get some time to work on your business, get to FloorCon, complete the job. So again, that's the only time we know how much you guys are inside your businesses every single day. Take a step back, be able to see the forest from the trees, and get ready to crush 2024. All right, talk about crushing 2024. This one's going to be a big one. New platform coming out for Broadloom. Todd, I know we probably can't share everything right now. Why should retailers be fired up to be there for the great unveiling?
Yeah, listen, we have done a lot of acquisitions over the last 5 years, right? Acquired Rollmaster, Creating Your Space, Floor Force, retail lead management, Freetail, you name it, right? So we bought all these businesses, but it has taken us a long time to merge them all together, but then rewrite a lot of the systems, right? Writing code is very, very difficult, especially at this scale. But what we're excited to do is to finally launch our brand new website platform and some major enhancements when it comes to visualization, where we're really incorporating some AI elements to it that I think will put us on the cutting edge, even further on the cutting edge when it comes to visualization. But you guys will see some really cool things about the website platform. It'll be faster, it'll be more malleable, we can launch features faster, and above all else, it puts you, the retailer, in the driver's seat on future innovations. And that's something that I'm just like super excited for. Imagine, I'll try to make an analogy here of like, when you're doing a site assessment, I'm going to really stretch this one here. So you go into a flooring job, you do a site assessment, right? You're trying to figure out everything that's wrong. And if it's a large job, the site assessment could take a long time if you want to do this appropriately. Again, shout out Jason Goldberg teaching me this. So imagine the largest job you've ever done, like 1 million square feet, and you have to do a site assessment. Well, that site assessment is going to take a long time if you want to do it right. So we did a site assessment. That took us a long time, like a year and a half. Then once you do the site assessment, you then got to plan, right? You then got to go to your team and plan, what is this going to look like? How are we going to do this? Do we need an underlayment? Do we need a, waterproofing? Do we need to resurface it? Whatever. Then you go through that phase. So then we went through that, the planning phase. Then is the actual install. We've been working on the install for the last, 8 months. Then at FloorCon, you actually do the final click, lock, boom, show it to the world. Now, I'm sure there will be issues, just like when when your consumer says, oh, you moved the sofa, but you didn't put it exactly under the mirror. I'm sure there'll be some of that. Maybe a form is a little bit left, a little bit right. But with a few more weeks and a little bit more time, everything will be perfect. And I hope that analogy made sense. So anyway, super excited to launch that and show it to the world.
All right, John, how good was his flooring analogy to the brand new, fast, AI infused Broadloom platform?
I got to be honest with you. For the very first time, I'm going to give a very, very short version of what I believe the value of this platform is. Todd gave the meandering analogy, which is usually my place, but I'm going to give you the very, very short description of this platform. Listen, as I said before, we're in a pivotal time in the industry, and your showroom is basically your online presence. The experience that you provide this customer is expected to be open 24/7 and engaging, and allow a consumer to do their own discovery and begin the process. If you're able to do that, you can pull consumers out of the shopping phase, and actually, as if they visited your showroom, they are now engaged and vested in the experience with you as a company. Our platform is delivering that. It's not just a way to market yourself, but it's a way to engage with customers and have your employees engage with customers 24/7 like never before, and your manufacturers and your suppliers are actually integrated into the platform. So it's very different, very powerful, and very exciting.
I love that this was the non-meandering version. It always goes back to us connecting shoppers, manufacturers, distributors, and retailers like never before. We got some new exciting things coming on the platform. John, I know we can't tease it quite yet. Why should people be fired up about some new surprises and announcements at FloorCon?
Yep. So like we said before, for the very first time, manufacturers are not just engaging with Broadloom, they are knocking our door down. And what is even more exciting about that, they're trying to one up each other. I literally have manufacturers coming to me saying, how can I leverage technology in your platform to create not a good consumer experience or a great opportunity for the retailers? How can we provide the absolute best? Take everything off the table. We don't care what you've done before. We want to create the best user experience and the best value for the retailers. And we've got manufacturers that have not been unveiled that are coming to the party, and they are coming in a very big way. And you're not going to want to miss this. The things that we've never even thought about are now going to be presented at FloorCon as new ways to partner with manufacturers, suppliers, and technology.
That sounds like exclusive partnerships, John.
You would be correct.
All right. Well, if you want to get your hands on some of these hottest things, this is the place to do it. But Todd, what's your take?
My take is that, God, there's so much I want to say, but so much I can't.
Yeah, tough one. I'm sorry.
Say. Can I just pass?
We got some big surprises. Todd is not the usual Todd thing.
Not taking the bait. I want to get to the next one.
Then we got some good things going to be hitting the stage at FloorCon. So I'll let you take a pass with Todd. Then you got to crush question number 10, final of the rundown. Cue the music. Amelia Island. Oh, wow. Oh, he timed this one up. I can't even speak anymore. Do you even need to respond, Todd? I think this is it.
Yes. So had a baby on 7/29. Her name is, FloorCon is at Amelia Island. Coincidence that we named our baby Amelia? I don't know. You tell me, but don't tell my wife. Anyway, super excited for Amelia Island. You're going to love it. She's going to love it. I promise you she's not going to cry like this. I'm just learning what it's like to be a dad, just like I'm learning about the flooring industry. But anyway, excited to be there. We went to the Omni recently. It was amazing. I know John lives there. It's paradise. I think New York is paradise, but we'll let the retailers decide. But truly excited. You guys will probably get a chance to meet the future of the flooring industry here. And anyway, Amelia for the win.
All right. And shout out to your amazing wife, Jill, helping out with bringing this to life in many different ways. John, that is going to be a hard one to top.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to top that.
Show us your baby. Show us your baby.
I'm not even going to try to top that. Congratulations, Todd. That's awesome. I would say I'm excited about everyone coming to a point. We had the very first FloorCon in Sarasota, Florida, and Florida and Sarasota in general got overwhelmed when half of New York and the rest of the world moved there. So I found a little island that was 13 miles long and a half a mile wide and thought that I had escaped and found a place that not everyone else could find. And lo and behold, Jeff found it, and now FloorCon is there this year. So the whole flooring industry is going to be there. I think I'm happy about that, but I definitely am excited about it.
John, let me ask you a quick question before we wrap up here. What would it take for you? Listen, I've been recruiting a lot of people to my hometown, Westfield, New Jersey, where, I live now. And I have a large contingent of people I've convinced to move here, but it wouldn't be the same. It would go to another level if I get John Weller to move there. So, and that would mean FloorCon's there, because we can only have FloorCon where John lives, supposedly Sarasota, Amelia Island, whatever. What would it, in what world would it have to take for you to move to New Jersey?
Todd, I'm going to come visit you soon. And there's a feeling that I get when I move someplace. There's got to be some sort of feeling. And so when I come to Westfield, I'll be with Susan. And if the feeling hits me, man, you never know. FloorCon 2025, Westfield, New Jersey.
All right. You heard it here first. Todd, any closing thoughts?
Whoever has the next beautiful broadloom daughter better name her Westfield, or we're going to have some issues.
All right. Well, the challenge is out to all employees of Broadloom. But first off, thank you to John and Todd. This was the 10 reasons that you as a flooring retailer cannot miss FloorCon. Now make sure you check out the website. We have uploaded a ton of our new exhibitors. The light agenda is up. and we couldn't be more excited for you to join us. But please grab your tickets now. There's only 2 weeks left until our prices go up. But we're going to move over to some Q&A right now, and we're going to announce one of the lucky retailers who has won a Tebow meet and greet. So we're going to pull that up and announce some winners here. So again, thank you for the first ever PTI Wednesday webinar edition. Let's get into some QA, y'all. All right, as we start to pull these questions off the screen, first off, would love to hear, what do you guys think of the new format? Love to hear your thought. Oh, all right, well, Taylor's hopping in there, answering right away. But the first thing that we're going to do is kick off with the winner of the Tim Tebow meet and greet. And of course, you have to be in here to receive it. So the first one that we have is Glenn Grosso of Endwell Rug and Floor. Glenn, are you in the house? We're going to look for Glenn. What we're going to do is we're going to give Glenn 24 hours to respond. And if he does not, we have the next person. Screw it. We're going to give away 2 here. I'm probably going to get myself in trouble. The second one was of Vogel's Carpet and Flooring. Need to pull up the registration information. I'll pull that up in a second. But if you are, let's see if anyone responds there from Vogel's. The registration information was associated to Michael Ducks. Michael, are you in the house? All right. We will let those come in the live chat, but please let us know. I think I saw, oh, there he is. All right. Michael, congrats. And we are going to reach out to Glenn to make sure that he's able to get it as well. Get ready to meet Tebow. But enough about that. Let's get into some questions. So first question up on the board. All right. We get this one a lot. Is FloorCon open to all dealers? Again, I'm sure Todd's going to say, Jeff, step up the marketing. Got to let them know. Todd, you want to take this one?
I think this is a question better suited for John. John, I'll let you take this one. You look like an all dealers guy.
Has anyone ever seen Todd skip a question about spilling secrets and big surprises and then turn away? This is a new Todd.
I want the next question is what it really is.
This is Todd the dad. New Todd. But all right, well, this one's for you.
I'm happy to take it. Yes, FloorCon is 100% open to all dealers. Big, small, high end, low end, starting. You've never had a store before, but you're thinking about it. You have a store and you're trying to sell it. You're ready to retire. Whoever you are, whatever phase of the business you're in, this is what FloorCon's all about. There'll be other people that are in the same position as you and people there to help you network with and talk about whatever you're trying to accomplish. But it is open to everybody in the flooring industry and every dealer.
All right. Literally every dealer. And some of the questions we sometimes get is, they know that Broadloom has software and we have technology training. But we have a lot of concurrent sessions that aren't specific to our products only. So, our guarantee to every flooring retailer is, even if you're not a Broadloom client, you will have so much opportunity to learn, grow, and educate to improve your business by attending FloorCon. All right, next question up. All right, this is a fun. Oh, this is why Todd wanted this one. All right, is there a golf tournament this year like last year? That was fun. Yes, it was our first annual flooring golf tournament benefiting the JDRF. Todd, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I mean, last year we had the golf tournament benefiting JDRF, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, which, as you guys at FloorCon last year saw, my mom came on stage who was part of that, and I appreciate you guys all donating. We raised quite a bit of money. We will also have a golf tournament this year. I highly suggest someone gets in the group with Jeff. Actually, mostly Jeff, because that swing is ugly.
I fixed it. I swear I fixed it.
Extremely ugly. So if you think last golf tournament was fun, get in Jeff's group. It'll be even more fun. last year. You want to talk about a dad moment, but my back was killing me and I didn't play. This year, though, I will be playing. And I did play this golf course recently. It was extremely, extremely nice. It was unbelievable. I, though, lost so many balls that I ran out of balls on the 17th hole and was embarrassed to ask the people I was playing with. So I just left. So I've never played 18. So I'm excited to play 18 with you guys at this course.
And for the hardcore golfers, the Oak Marsh course at the Omni is a top 150 golf course resort in the country. It is amazing. And TBD on this front, Weller, what do you also want to do concurrent for those who don't want to play a full 18 and maybe watch me hack away?
So listen, some of us actually had to work for a living, so we're not the greatest golfers. There is a 9-hole golf course that's a par 3, and honestly, you can do the loop in about 30 minutes. It is a stress-free environment, so it's a safe space for those that are not basically golfers, that don't maybe have the time or don't have the skill set like me. I will be running a first come, first serve, show up, par 3 golf run through at the same time for those that are not true golfers.
All right. So a little bit of everything for every attendee.
Does that come with a VIP meetup at the Weller residence or not really?
VIP meetup at the bar at the golf tournament at the golf club.
Okay. And Taylor just dropped it in the chat, but yes, we're going to have a ton of prizes this year on the golf course. Longest drive. There's opportunity to win a Tesla or 50K cash. So there's going to be a lot of ways for us to add some fun and excitement. What's up, Todd?
Go back to the Tesla thing.
You don't have to worry about the details, but you will have an opportunity to win a Tesla if you get a hole-in-one on a course or 50K cash.
Okay.
You gotta work on that swing. All right, let's keep it rolling. Next question up. All right, this one from Debbie. Will there be any ERP training sessions this year? Short answer is yes, Debbie. We're gonna have the full business management software squad. We talked about it a little bit in the rundown, but day one of FloorCon, November 28th, is going to be a massive day for hands-on training on the technology side and also on the manufacturer and distributor side as well. We're going to have, I believe, 11 success sessions with premier manufacturers and distributors, hands-on one-on-one time, product knowledge sessions, new product innovations, trainings, so much for you to learn that day one. But getting back to Debbie's question, yes, there will be ERP training. There will be a RLM training. We're going to actually have Steven and the team at Measure Square doing a Measure Square training. And they actually have a new product that they're going to be introducing very shortly. I almost said it, and they would not have been happy with me. Really awesome. Saw a demo of it yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's going to be an opportunity to get your hands on for that as well. And we know how well that integrates with our business management software. So a ton of tech training, a ton of product training. So yes, and yes, Debbie. And this actually goes really well with the other question. Let's pull this one up, MC. All right. Okay, so I heard there might be installation topics as well. Yes, we are working with the ton of retailer and installation advocacy groups. We are looking to have probably 3 to 5 of them together at the show, talking about ways to merchandise installation properly, the things that can help you avoid, how you can improve customer experience. But it's not just going to be how to install some click lock flooring. It's going to be really diving into how to help source installation, how you can attend trainings, multiple benefits that you can get from it. So we're really expanding some of the core topics and opportunities to improve your businesses, because we know that this is a huge issue. And it came up last year during the Q&A, about how are we looking to solve installation, how can Broadloom help? And, we are working with the CTEF, FCEF, and a ton of other acronyms to bring this all to life. So a ton more to come on that front. And this actually dovetails into the next question as well in terms of.
Before you go into the next question, can I just ask you a separate question?
Absolutely.
I was looking through my Broadloom, my FloorCon swag. I got the Joe Gibbs over here.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Joe Gibbs, right? I got the FloorCon 2020. That's a throwback. Anyone have this? If you have this, please put it in the comments because this is a throwback. I have, so FloorCon 2020, I got the Andrew Yang signed piece of hardwood. I mean, tell me this isn't like one of a kind. I guarantee you there's none of this. And then the FloorCon 2021 right here. Boom, boom. And then the FloorCon 2022. Boom. Are we going to, my question for you is there going to be a pin or a logo for FloorCon 2023 so I can get another one of these?
Absolutely. So, because we're in the beautiful Amelia Island, for those who have been, Amelia Island has a historic site. It is their lighthouse. That is our new logo for this year. Yes, there will be a pin, so you'll be able to add to your collection. And we got a couple of awesome other giveaways. We did mention it during the rundown. Every single attendee is going to get a signed book from Tim Tebow with his new book, Mission Possible, and a lot more swag coming your guys' way. So we're even going to have, and I know people have asked this in the past, it's always been a passion project that we've wanted to take on, but trying to find the right time. We're going to do limited FloorCon merch. So it's not going to be for every single attendee. We want to see how it goes this year, but we know tons of people have asked us for hoodies, shirts, hats, just FloorCon gear. So we will also have that to purchase at the show. I see Jay had a good question in the chat. Let's pull that one, MC. Is this good for salespeople or more, focused for managers and owners? I'm going to kick this one over to Weller, especially with the partnership side and the training side. He's definitely going to have a good POV on this one.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I find, and it's true at FloorCon, it's true at a lot of flooring shows. Listen, manufacturers are there to spend the time, just like the retailers are, that they don't necessarily always have to present everything that they bring to the table. What's going to be really cool about FloorCon is you've got manufacturers there. They're going to be showcasing their new products. But on top of that, they're going to be showcasing their integrations with our website and our software, and letting the salesperson know this is how you can change the way that you engage with customers and close more sales faster. So I think the environment is going to be full of opportunities for salespeople to learn about new products, build their relationship with the manufacturers and suppliers, but also learn how to optimize the way that they work with those products digitally in ways that they probably never have before, which will lead to more sales and an ROI for the salesperson and an ROI for the retailer who brings their salesperson to FloorCon.
All right. Jay, let us know if that helps. I also see Lisa Wells' comment about keeping it sensitive on the communication side. Of course, Lisa, the last thing we want to do is to, set off any issues that are going to happen in your store. Everything's very forward-looking, ways to improve processes, trainings, and information. So we'll definitely make sure that as we continue to develop the content for the show, that we're being mindful of that as well. Thanks to Denise. We also do love the Lighthouse ourselves. All right. I see there's still some questions about where does the information live? So let's pull that one up. And this one's an easy one. So people have been asking us constantly, where can you find all the information? We've mentioned how the trade show this year, while we are continuing to follow our own guidelines of a highly curated trade show, it is 50% bigger than last year. And if you attended, we had a very, substantial trade show this year. This one is going to be gangbusters. We are pretty much at 99% sold out. With the increased capacity, we're going to be finding more space to add more booths. But on that front, it is going to be massive. So when you're looking at information and who's going to be there, check out the FloorCon website. That is broadloom.com/FloorCon. Alex, can you just drop it in the chat for everyone? Sometimes the URL doesn't come through, but it's if you go to the Broadloom website, you'll see it on the top right, or you can just type in broadloom.com/FloorCon. And you'll see our exhibitor page is popping, and we have a ton more to add. And then on the schedule side, if you go to the agenda page, you will see the outline. Everything is timed out for the 4 days of incredible programming, fun, and networking and training. And we're going to be slowly dropping in information and teasing in all the incredible speakers and manufacturer and distributor partners that are going to be taking up those sessions. So keep your eyes on that page, bookmark it. It's getting updated almost every couple days. Ton of great information on that front. All right, we're at 47 minutes running. I want to make sure that you guys can get back to selling some flooring. Any other questions or, while we wait? Thank you, Trevor. Yes, the Omni is incredible. I hate to give John credit. I went down there, did the site visit. It's paradise. It's a beachfront resort. It's all private. There's no better place if I wanted to work on my business where I would go to be in paradise and have this incredible slate of speakers and partners and manufacturers there to help me better my business. Just check out their website. It's incredible. Ton of activities, tons of things for friends and family. And that actually comes up one thing. A lot of you have spoken. We're looking into it, asking, can you have like a companion pass or a friend pass? This has come up a few times. People that might not want to go to the programming, but want to join us for meals. We're trying to figure out how to make that happen. So Debbie, we hear you. Ben, if you're in here, we hear you. We're working on it. We're looking at how to make that work. But, we want this to be a escape, not just for you, but for your partner, for your spouse, for your friend. And, if they're not, in your business, they can still take advantage of this incredible rate at the hotel and this incredible location. So I'll let some more questions come in if there are any. But Todd, John, any closing statements on your side?
No, I just think this is going to be really, really exciting. I mean, we've been working on so many things. 2 years ago, we announced when we started making the acquisitions that we were moving into being an all-in-one platform. And I think what's going to be really evident at FloorCon 2023 is that with these partnerships with the manufacturers now very, very serious about being able to provide digital tools for retailers, you're going to see this platform really take shape, and not just from having tools to work on at the store, but to have ways to integrate and work with your suppliers in ways that you probably never thought of that can definitely move your business forward better than anything we've ever showcased before. So I think it's going to be a really exciting time at FloorCon as people see how this is all coming together with our technology and our suppliers.
Todd, final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would echo something similar, but to me, this year's FloorCon, I think is a culmination of a lot of things we've been working on for a really long time. I think finally the industry is hitting this tipping point where you have suppliers that want to not just partner with retailers on giving them products, but giving them an experience that can help differentiate them. And I know John's been talking about this for a while. I've been seeing it for a while, but there's surely never been a better time to be in the flooring industry. It's the tide is turning, and I think we're all very lucky to have such amazing suppliers that are willing to support the retailers in the new way that they have to go to market. So I think you'll see a lot of that, and I'm super excited.
All right. And with that, the PTI edition of this Wednesday webinar is complete. Give us a shout of who you thought won the head-to-head between Todd and John. And we will see all of y'all in November, on November 28th through December 1st in the beautiful Amelia Island in Florida. We'll see you there. If you have any questions, please respond to any of the emails. We are always here and always ready to respond. Ping us on the podium chat on the Broadloom website. And, of course, check out the website, broadloom.com/FloorCon. Happy selling, y'all. See ya.
Peace.